From the Red Skelton Scrapbook and the golden age of television, it's the Red Skelton Show, starring Red Skelton and his best-loved characters, Clem Cadiddlehopper, Willie Lump Lump, San Fernando Red, Deadeye, Cauliflower McPug, Freddie the Freeloader, Junior the Mean Little Kid, and Gertrude and Heathcliff. This episode features Red Skelton as Willie Lump Lump. And now, here he is, Red Skelton.
Hey, Porter, what town is this? Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go any further, I would like to take this opportunity of thanking Collier's Magazine for the wonderful things they said about our show. I think they've got it now on the thing. Are they showing it? Oh, is that what they're doing now? Well, anyhow, and also for the Newsweek, we'd like to thank you, too. You're very kind to do that. They said I was an international comedian. That means I'm as well known in Tijuana as I am in San Diego. A lot of things happened out here this week. We had the Academy Award dinner, and Humphrey Bogart, he won a gold statue and a razor. You see, in the African jungle, you see, they were out there so long and they had the beards and stuff. Boy, when you got to explain them, they're pretty bad. It's a lot of fun to go to those Academy Award dinners, though. When you drive up, they have big lights that they throw up in the sky, and according to your popularity, that's many lights they throw up. For instance, now Clark Gable shows up any place, but 15 lights go all over the air, you know. Take Catherine Grayson, they'll put about 10 lights up. I showed up at a premiere the other night. Yes, don't you think it's silly for a guy to stand in front of the theater with a flashlight? But everybody says, I was standing in front of the theater, says, boy, ain't he good looking, isn't he handsome? Boy, there's really an actor. If you don't believe me, ask Howard Keel. He was standing right next to me. Say, I got to tell you something that happened with little Valentina and Richard this week. They're really getting to be pips. Valentina says, you know, I don't like that little girl down the street anymore. She says her big sister, she just has no pride. She is so stubborn about herself, you know. Says she used to be a waitress, and her slip was always showing. She was a waitress when her slip was showing. Now she drives an oil truck, and her chain is dragging. Georgia, my wife baked a pie this week, and she says, take this pumpkin pie over to the Boo-Rooses. So little Richard says, okay, boy, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So he disappears. In about 20 minutes, we call up the Rooses and said, did Richard show up with a pie? They says, no. So pretty soon he comes in, and he looks like he just got back from the St. Patrick's Day parade, you see. He was as green as a Hibernian flag. Hibernian flag. Oh, I'll get murdered for that. So anyhow, he said to him, I says, did you eat that pumpkin pie? He says, no, just the punk part, that's all. I said, what did you do with the part you didn't eat? He says, well, I put part of it in this pocket, and I put part of it in this pocket. I said, well, you got to take your punishment. And I said, there. He said, oh! He said, why did you do that? I had some in that pocket, too.
Skelton's Scrapbook, Topsy Turvy.
Okay, Mrs. Lump Lump. It's all fixed the way you want it, but it's certainly going to cost you a pretty penny.
Listen, Mr. Swenson, I don't care if I have to pay you for the rest of my life. It's worth every cent to me. That Willie Lump Lump been gone for 5 days now, staggering around from joint to joint. Well, believe me, he's going to learn his lesson this time. Just wait till he wakes up.
Aren't you scared to put him in that room? It might frighten him to death.
Well, maybe, but I've warned him before too many times. I've said, Willie, listen to me. One of these days, you're going to come in here so high you won't be able to get down. Well, this is it.
Well, good luck. I hope it works.
Thanks, Mr. Swenson. I'll send you a check in the morning.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm up here. I wonder if Truman has repealed the law of gravity. I gotta get down. I gotta get down off this. How did I get up here anyhow? That don't look right. That don't look right. I've seen a lot of rooms in my day, but this jack don't look right. I need a bracer. That's what I need. Hey, Uncle Warmer, you know what happened? Oh, good heavens, it's empty. Oh, no! Maybe I ought to go to Washington. I can't get my feet on the ground either. Wait a minute. There's something awfully wrong here, boy. Something awfully wrong.
Yes, dear. What is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. I'll get down there with the look. Well, now I'm on the floor, but I'm afraid to stand up. Well, I can't lay here all day. Maybe I'm dead. That's it, I'm dead. I'm glad of it. The minute I thought I was sick. Well, I need some hot coffee in me. That's what I need. Some hot coffee. Sober up, come down and have your breakfast. Howdy, neighbors. This is old Iowa Pete. I'm from the Corn Belt. As you all know, I think everybody should be up on corn this year, this being the election year, and there's going to be plenty of corn. Now, you got to be careful what you say around corn because corn has ears. Chicken inspectors, boy. I'll bet the boys in New York are trying to figure that one out. Now, you know, I'll tell you, down last year, the corn's going to be better this year on account of the climate. Corn was so bad last year that the ears were wearing hearing aids. I'll bet the sponsors are trying to figure that one out. Now, first thing you got to do is to know about corn. And if you're going to eat corn, you got to learn how to eat it properly. And neighbors, that's why I'm here tonight. Now, I'm not selling nothing. I'm not giving anything away. Where'd it go? Wherever it went, get 'em. There's meat in 'em. Now, the first thing you do when you're going to eat corn is get acquainted with it. You say, hello, corn, what do you hear from the cob? Oh, I'm sizzling tonight, huh? Now, when you cook the corn, always remember, don't cook it too long or too short. You got to cut it at a certain size, you see. Now, it shouldn't be too hard or too soft, just fortissimo. Now, that ain't the word, but it will have to do. Now, be sure that it's cooked nice and tender, because sometimes you get interested in eating the corn, and you're liable to slip. Last week, I nubbled 3 buttons off of my sleeve. Nubble, that's a new brand of corn I just made up. Now we come to how to butter the corn. Speaking of butter, reminds me of a little poem I read in one of our magazines, the Exterminator's Gazette. My tongue gets wrapped around my eye teeth. I can't see what I'm saying. Boy, I'm fast tonight. Says, hi diddle diddle, the cat's in a fiddle, and the cow jumped over the moon, and butter went sky high. I'm heading for the wagon. These shoes are killing me. You think this is bad? Wait till you hear the rest of this. Now we have different kinds of corn. Now we have the sweet corn, the hard corn, and that stuff. Now, always have the right kind of butter. That adds to the taste of the corn. I had some butter last night that was so strong that it walked up and says hello to the coffee. But the coffee was too weak to answer. If you want to write in for any of these, I'll send them to you. You know, after the night, they may put me on after 1 in the morning. Now, first we have different people in the way they eat corn. Now, first you have the businessmen. You've seen these types of fellow that's always in a hurry. Says, come on, boys, butter it up. Let's get out of here. Then you have the barbers. They butter like this, you know. Then, of course, you have the painters. They kind of dip in. This is all part of eating corn. Now we have different types of people in the way they eat corn. And first, let's start with the lady, who is very shy. She has never been out before, and she's afraid that someone will find out. Why don't you cook it, Sam? I tell you, I think Sam's working for another network. Then you have take it, Sam. Then you have the society type. They don't butter their corn, they spray it on with an atomizer. An atomizer. I said to a guy, I says, give me 15 cents for that. He said, I wouldn't give you a nickel. I says, atomizer. I tell you, these may not be good, but at least I'm one actor in television that's eating, I'll tell you. Of course, it's only chicken feed, but I'm getting... Now, next you've got the harmonica type. These people, you know. You ever see a stenographer eat corn on the cob? Now, another thing, after you've finished the corn on the cob, never throw the corn cob away. They come in mighty handy. They come in mighty handy for making pipes. To give you an idea of what I mean. Just keep in mind, old corncob pipes never die. They just smell that way.
Oh, that sounds like Willie's car. Yep, that's Willie, all right.
Home at last. Well, I mistook the doghouse for the garage again. I'm doing better. Got everything in but this time. Don't know what it is. It must be my eyes.
It's a wonder you didn't get hurt.
Oh, it is. I would have if I hadn't have been in the back seat at the time.
What happened in Glendale, Willie?
What's that?
I say, what happened in Glendale?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I'll tell you what happened in Glendale. It gets cold out at night, you know. Help me off with my sweater, will you?
All
Help me
right.
off there with that thing.
Oh, for heaven's...
What are you trying to do, cash in on my insurance? Give me the clothes, will you?
Yeah, I'll give 'em to you.
Well, don't stand there. Pick up the chair, will you?
All right, Willie, I will. Now, what? Oh, goodness.
Thank
Hang
you.
your
No. I tried something. I like to finish it.
Hang your coat and hat up in the closet.
In the closet,
Yes.
huh? Let's see, the closet. You see, we couldn't get any windowsills, but the guy gave us an awful good buy on doors. Let's try this. Well, that's funny. I just came in there. Dad! Hey, by the way, you're always nagging, which reminds me, how is your old nag there?
Willie Lump Lump, how dare you call my mother a horse?
Well, oh, yeah, citation would get mad, wouldn't it?
Oh.
What do we need a house with all these doors for, anyhow?
They're to confuse you when you try to sneak out at night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, here's one's painted on. But I'm going to fool you some night. I'm going to get out that door because I'm going to paint myself a key and sneak out.
Willie,
Where's my pipe?
right there where you always leave it.
Yeah. The only place I can keep it where it don't get dusty, you know. Reminds me, I didn't have my dinner yet tonight. Here, come here, boy. Here. It's all right. They're only carrots.
Willie, how come you're back so soon? I thought you were going to be on the road a week or so.
I'm not the salesman I used to be.
No?
I used to be a great salesman. I remember the time I sold Westbrook Pegler to a CIO picnic. Just can't sell. Nobody's interested in my turtleneck sweaters for turtles. If I could just find out what kind of sweaters those turtles like, I would be in.
Oh.
Why, my wife fill my pipe? Good old rum tobacco. Rum tobacco. Of course, there's a little more rum than tobacco, you know. This cuts out the middleman. My, what delicious tobacco that is. I've been smoking too much anyhow lately.
Willie, what happened in Glendale?
I wish you'd stop saying what happened in Glendale because I'm trying to forget. I'd like to forget. I want to forget.
Forget what?
Who cares? I've already forgot.
Willie, listen, why don't you go in and ask the boss for a raise?
I don't think he'd give it to me after what happened.
Why? What happened?
I got fired 3 years ago.
He fired you. You're the best salesman on the road.
No, I used to be a good salesman, but I'm not a good salesman anymore. Must be my eyes. Must be my eyes.
Willie,
Huh?
what you need is a rest. Your nerves are shot. Why don't you get a little relaxation? Go fishing.
I am nervous.
Yes.
Last night,
Yes.
I put my pants to bed and I hung over the chair all night. I don't want to go fishing. I was fishing once before when I caught this little fellow. Ah, what a wonderful catch he was. For 3 hours I battled with that old boy. I wonder if there's any fight left in him now. Touche! Hey! Oh, well, we all have to go. Okay, Sam, you can rest your arm. It's over. What are you knitting, dear?
Darning my last pair of socks.
Well, I'll be darned.
Remember, Willie, you gave them to me 5 years ago on our anniversary.
Yes, you know, you're very hard on things, dear.
Willie, I need a new dress.
You need a new dress?
Yes.
Well, what about the dress that I got you so you could go hear the Taft campaign speech, huh?
Yeah, William Howard Taft was a great speaker.
Yeah. How did she ever get that line? That was mine. Now, there's only one thing for me to do. I've only got one friend, and that's Fido. Yeah, Fido!
Willie,
Fido!
Willie, there is no Fido. Fido and the fish are just a part of your imagination. They
Oh,
don't exist.
They don't, huh?
No.
I didn't say Fido was it. Come on, Fido!
At this time, I will endeavor to hypnotize this beautiful lady. Look me straight in the eye.
I can't.
Why?
You're cockeyed.
Yes. Concentrate. Concentrate. I'm going to take you far, far away where the sun never shines, where it's dark and dreary, where the days seem like weeks and the weeks seem like years.
I don't want to go to Glendale.
She didn't mean this. This goes through Pasadena. Careful. Steady now. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
I'm not sleeping.
You gotta go to sleep! Sleep. 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 I will now do my famous paper ball trick. I take this piece of paper and I roll it into a small ball. Place it into my mouth, make it go down through my body, through the stage, up to her head. Watch. And there is the same paper ball. So help me, I'm the same one. But the toughest part is to make it come back. But I can do it. Don't get me laughing, boy. You'll never get out of here. Count! And the same paper ball, I thank you.
What do I do with this?
I'm supposed to wait for the laugh. Now I'm going to do a very simple little trick over here. Over here we have a little bottle, and over here we have a little glass. Here I have 2 cones, which are absolutely empty. I'm going to pass to the audience for your inspections. Thank you. Now, to show you how they fit, I'm going to take this little cone, place it over the glass like this, take this little cone, place it over the bottle. Say a few magic words, hocus pocus, alakazam, and the little bottle is now over here, and over here we have the little glass. Better warm up the motor. I'll do it again just to show you how it's done. Over here is the little bottle, over here's the little glass. Hocus pocus, alakazam, and the little glass has come back over here, and again we have the little bottle. That's it. Hocus pocus again, just to show you how simple the little trick is. Over here is the little bottle again. Now, my next trick was taught to me by the Maharaja of Gwalior at the Savoy Hotel in London. Yeah.
Hey, make the bottle come back on this table.
You'd like to see that?
Oh, yes.
Over here we have the little bottle, and over here, my next trick.
Make the bottle come on this table.
You like to see that, huh? Don't you like it over here?
No, right here.
You like to see that?
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see that myself. Well, over here we have the little bottle. Over here we have the little glass. Hocus pocus, and over here we still got the little bottle. The little bottle, huh? Well, that's very simple. Over here is the little bottle yet. Here we go. There we are. The little glass is over here, and let's face it, it's magic.
Ladies and gentlemen, our little short visit is over for this week. I sincerely hope that I haven't said or done anything to offend anyone, and if I did, I really didn't mean to. I do hope that you have as much fun with these little visits each week as I do. It's really a lot of fun to try and make people laugh, because regardless of what your heartache might have been, while laughing for a few seconds, you've forgotten about it. I personally believe that each and every one of us was put here for a purpose, to build and not to destroy. And if by chance someday you're not feeling well, and you should remember some silly little thing that I've said or done, and it brings back a smile to your face or a chuckle to your heart, then my purpose has been served for the man upstairs. Thanks for having me in your living room. And so until next week, when... Sam!